Hello everybody, the Guck here, back with another video. Happy New Year's! This is a slightly different kind of video that I'm doing. It's mainly a showcase to show you that I'm working on something, a little project. Yeah, so basically there's this game called An Untitled Story, one of the best that I've ever played personally, and from that game spawned a mod, a very good mod by the name of An Unofficial Story, created by George Drome's forum user Ethan, but unfortunately the development of the game came to an indefinite hiatus because some things happened that were out of the developer's control, specifically his hard drive destroying itself. Well, not itself, somebody else kind of did it, but whatever. And I've kind of taken it upon myself to pretty much work on it. Try and see it to its completion. Do whatever the hell I can to it. Now the thing is about this project, technically anybody can work on it. I think the creator himself said that like it's pretty much open source, anybody can do with it what they please. But I figure I'd take it upon myself both to obviously just see this project to the end and just kinda, I don't know, see how good I am at programming. I'll say it first and foremost, I'm a very starter kind of guy at programming. I don't know shit about it. I know as much as like, I don't know, your grandmother or something, but this is just, yeah, again, this is just a little project that I've set aside to see how good I am at programming, and we'll see how that works out in the end. Anyway, first major thing I wanted to show is there's a strange portal here. Where could it lead to? Let's see. None other than Midnight Dungeons, baby. So a little context on this area. If you're a seasoned player of this obscure mod for an even obscurer game, you'll know that there are only like backgrounds in the game's files. This area never really came to fruition. You can only really access it through glitches in the game, but I've taken it upon myself to make it like accessible, so you don't have to do weird Konami code glitches or whatever to get here. I've added like a little portal and shit, so you can actually access it, which will probably be temporary. Like I plan on adding a more like, I guess, traditional way to get there, much in the vein of like accessing Black Castle in the original game. But these first few screens of Midnight Dungeons, those are like the only like those are the original like screens of this area, but I've taken it upon myself to extend it, which you'll see in a moment. Whoa, look at this, all me. Packed with even more difficult platforming, which is probably gonna kill me. Oh, no, we're good. As you can see, this is a very... oh my days. Yeah, see, the thing is with Untitled Story fan games, there seems to be a bit of a curse with them. That curse being that none of them ever seem to be, like, finished. Either due to, like, burnout, or people just simply growing up. Like, I'm sure, like, the original, like, developers of the original fan games of An Untitled Story, they got, like, wife and kids. They're probably working a really good job. But I'm just like a 20-year-old doing whatever the fuck. This is the best thing I got going on now. It happened with this one fan game called... oh my god, I'm doing terribly. Called, what is it? An Untitled Tale? Which was supposed to be like a prequel of sorts. Hey, here we go. I finally did it. So the last room I've added was, ooh, this spooky area right here. There's a very scary statue, which I plan on him probably being like, I don't know, maybe the main villain of the game. You know how Ghost Lord was the main villain in the first one, in original Untitled Story? Yeah. In an Unofficial Story, it's probably gonna be this guy. Anyway, another big addition. There's a second half to Inverse Land. Not just the 3 really difficult screens at the start, you have this now. Woo! Complete with like one other hard door, and that's pretty much the that's pretty much the extent of what this area has to offer as of yet. I plan on extending it. I don't know, probably adding like a boss or some shit. Yeah, I'm so bad, dude. I am terrible at this game. But as I was saying, and then after that there was an Untitled Story extension project, which is sort of being worked on. I don't know, it's kind of hard to say. Yeah, like I said, a common thread with these games. But yeah, that's that part. Whole second half to Inverse Land. And I have one other big thing to show you. You're probably wondering for a while, what the hell is that big green area on the top left of the map? Well, I'm about to show you, and it's gonna be awesome. But after the original team died, Zario took it upon himself to work on that game, and he's done a pretty nice job of it so far. I have my criticisms, but I'll keep that to myself. Here we go, Jungle Joint. Look at this. Cool little area, check that out. You have little piranhas swimming around that follow you if you go in here. Only if you're in the water though. If you're not in the water, they just kind of chill out. And if I go a little bit further, there's this little room right here, which is the only remnant of this one jungle area that was in talks on the actual George Sherman forums themselves. And this, yeah, like I said, this is the only screenshot, but I've added it into the game. It's a full area that you can interact with. Well, it's not filled quite yet. I need to add a few things, but look at this. There's little coconut enemies. And you go up here. There's even more coconut enemies, and a bit of platforming, and strange looking fruits. They look like fruits. I'll go over here. There's one extra screen. Obviously, you can tell there was going to be a heart there, but I've already collected it. Oh, jump scare. Spiders, very scary. We're all scared of spiders. I know everybody watching this video are probably scared of spiders. But if I go over here, as you can see, the web's kind of dissipating there. Shout out to Zario for actually telling me how to do that. That was actually a code that was left over from another Untitled Story fan game that I don't plan on finishing. If you remember the video, an Untitled Epic preview, horrible video by the way, the spiders had a very similar code. No, the same code actually, and I just decided to put it in this game. And you go down here. Yeah, this is what I've added to Jungle Joint. Pretty satisfied with what I've done so far. Of course, there's a few bugs here and there, I plan on fixing them. But, now for a few minor things. I made a few screen transitions make a bit more sense. Like, this whole area before was just the orange background, but I've edited the backgrounds a bit so they correspond with the surrounding area, like Tropic Town and stuff, and Shortbridge, wherever that is. Oh yeah, down here. Pretty cool. And another pretty minor thing that was also mentioned on these forums, which I keep talking about. Hold on, we'll just go through this. He's pretty pissed off there, man. Oh yeah, you know what? Okay, I don't care. I'm only showing off like a minor thing anyway. Pretty much most things that I plan on adding to this you'll probably be able to find in the George Sherman forums, which I'll also link below. Look at this! Whoa, such a big change! Empty screens above Le Chateau. Le Chateau. However you say it. Yeah, this was a thing that was talked about on the forums, and I decided to add it, because why not? It's probably a pretty useless thing, but hey, there you go. Le Chateau blank screens. Very nice. Anyway, that's pretty much the gist of what I've added. I definitely plan on adding more sometime in the future, and hopefully I can actually finish this damn thing. If I don't, treat this more as a, I guess an archive video of how much of a failure I am. Anyway, see you guys later.